What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got some nice super heavy samurai duels for you guys to check out. I believe that we have two on the docket, and I think that super heavy samurai is a deck that I didn't think would adjust all that well to the Vrains era. Not really because of the quality of the extra deck monsters in the archetype, because I actually think super heavy samurai have some good synchro monsters, but it's just, you know, kind of limiting the fact that you can only put one synchro down at a time. Obviously, super heavy samurai don't have any link monsters, and I don't think the deck is all that suited for link summoning, but there are a lot of nice little tricks that you can do in this archetype, like take your opponent's spells and traps and blow them up at the same time. There are a lot of little cool things that you can do that I think a lot of people don't know about. I really believe that 95% of competitive players have no idea what the fuck any of these super heavy samurai cards do, so I will have to stop and explain a couple of times so you guys understand what's going on. I think this duel is against Dark Lords, and let's go ahead and roll it. Now, I believe he started with the blowtorch, and he just said it. Not much you need to know about this card except it can't be destroyed in battle, so he feels pretty confident. And you're not going to see super heavy samurai set any back row because they don't really run spells and traps. They take their opponent's spells and traps. Dark Lord player is going to open with his shell. He gets pranked by his own reasoning, which hits Vanity's Fiend, which means he cannot special summon anything. So he takes a neg, but he's going to activate Pot of Desires, and he still is just kind of sitting Brick City. He can't really do any plays. Super heavy samurai player, I believe, is going to set another monster face down. And okay, it looks like he's finally gonna get a monster on the field. It's Natsten. And now he can start activating some cards. He searches a Superbia just basically to trade it in and draw more cards. A second copy of trade in. And now he can get his Superbia back. And Superbia can bring back his shell. And he can start doing some stuff. Now he's going to attack into the blowtorch. He realizes it can't be destroyed by battle. Now he actually runs over this card right here. Super Heavy Samurai Giga Gloves. This is a very unique card. It can basically banish itself. Or excuse me, when it's sent to the graveyard, you can look at the top 5 cards of your deck. You can put them in any order. And then if your opponent ever declares a direct attack, you can banish this card. You can mill a top card from your deck, and if that card is a super heavy samurai, then you actually get to make the attacking monsters attack 0. And the cool thing about that is it is a permanent 0, so your opponent basically has to either link summon with that damn thing or put it in defense mode, because this deck can do some real damage. Now this is the card that is so annoying. You see people use it constantly in the deck. Super Heavy Samurai Thief. This basically, you see how it has a super high level, but you can special summon it from your hand because he has no spells and traps in his grave. You can target a back row or a pendulum scale and you can blow it up, but it's not just that. You get to take the card, and even if his opponent chains it, which he's going to chain, the Fiend Comedian, which I didn't realize people played that in 2017 in Dark Lords, he still actually at resolution gets to take the card. So it's like a totally awesome and an MST. Now this is another annoying card Super Heavy Samurai have, and you see he instantly threw down the Max C because this guy knew what the card did. This is the Super Heavy Samurai Battle Ball. This is the one you constantly see people use for synchro summoning. It lets you synchro with one of your opponent's monsters. It's hella annoying. So he's gonna go ahead and even though he's gonna have to deal with the Max C, and Superbia is going to get summoned, he goes for that Super Heavy Samurai Train, and choo-choo, motherfucker. This card right here, the Train King, it has 4,800 defense, and it actually has a really nice effect that is a counter to the Dark Lord deck. You can actually banish all spells and traps in your opponent's side of the in your opponent's graveyard, and then you get to do burn damage to them as well. So you see his opponent is going to feel the burn like Bernie Sanders. Yeah, he ends up taking 800 damage, I believe. Now, I did temporarily take the train, but it doesn't matter because it's coming back. But it is going to get blown up by the Cypher Dragon. He's going to attack the blowtorch again because I guess he forgot that it can be destroyed by battle, whatever. Some Kappa plays there. He summons another copy of Thief. He's going to take that Dark Lord enchantment, and now he's going to use the Fiend Comedian because it's basically his card now. So he gets a bunch of Super Heavy Samurai in the graveyard. He's going to go for Ben Kai. The Trumpeteer is going to come back, and then he's going to go for Susono Wu. Now the cool thing is, Susono Wu can attack in defense mode. He's going to activate this card, which is basically like an honest for the deck. It's the Soul Buster 6 Samurai. It's the Super Heavy Samurai Soul Buster Gauntlet. And one of the cool things I like about YGO Pro, watch this. I can just go back a turn. It actually takes your Super Heavy Samurai monster's defense and it doubles it during the damage step. So you see the defense of this guy is already 3,800, which is basically what they use for their attack value value in battle phase. But if we go ahead and roll it, like this thing goes to 7,600. Like who's gonna survive an attack of that? That is actually pretty damn crazy, especially considering that it's one simple card that does it, and a lot of Super Heavy Samurai players do run multiples of that. So I believe we have a second one. Oh yeah, this is going to be super grindy. I'm gonna hurry up and roll it because the title kind of gives away what happens in this duel. I can say this is a duel that he 100% should not have won. Looks like he's going to set the Soul Piercer. He's playing against Blue Eyes here. Blue Eyes doesn't really have any plays, and he goes for General Jade. Now, this is a different type of setup. He's not going with his first setup wasn't optimal. You don't want to just have like one monster on the board just sitting there because it was susceptible to being popped or something like that. But this time he's going a little more offensive. Blue Eyes is just going to set a monster in defense mode, which you pretty much never want to be doing in Blue Eyes. He's going to attack directly for 28 as he gets multiple attacks, but the alternative dragon, or not the alternative, the Spirit Dragon of White is actually going to banish his equip. Now he's going to go for Spirit Dragon, and let me just pause for a second. Spirit Dragon really hates on Super Heavy Samurai because you don't have any spells and traps in your deck. You rely a lot from your samurai being able to activate in the graveyard, and obviously Spirit Dragon can say, look, I'm gonna negate one of those Super Heavy Samurai monsters every single turn in the graveyard. So you're facing an uphill battle if your opponent gets this guy on the field. He's gonna go Alternative Dragon. He's going to activate the Flutist, but that's going to get negated, so he ends up losing his Pendulum monster, and he's in a really bad spot here. As he uses Flutist and he gets Big Benkai, he's going to kill the Alternative Dragon, but watch this. Yo, your boy has alternative dragons like for days. He summons a second copy. Benkai is dead, and then he reborns the first copy. He's gonna pop that face down monster, and it's looking really bad. The only saving grace here, is that those alternative dragons cannot attack because he has a lot of damage on board right now. His opponent's going to proceed to draw. He's going to activate Melody of the Awakening Dragon. And now he's going to summon a third alternative dragon and pop. He's going to try and activate a card in the graveyard. His opponent's going to say no. And at this point, I thought he was kind of dead, but he did use, what's it called? He did use his alternative dragon, or he used his Spirit Dragon to negate already. And I believe, what was it that he activated? Let me look at his banish zone. Yes, he activated the Giga Gloves, and he obviously had already looked at his deck. He knew that he was going to excavate a Super Heavy Samurai monster, and the Blue Eyes alternative that attacked becomes 0 attack. Now, the thing about this is you don't want to generally have 0 attack monsters against Super Heavy Samurai because they can just do so much damage. He gets his Big Benkai back, and just watch what happens here. His opponent thinks, oh man, I'm safe, Cap. I got all this life points, and he goes for a Azure Dragon. The problem is he still has a 0 attack monster in attack position, and Benkai's attack goes, or his defense, which becomes his attack, goes to, what was that, 7,500? Okay, so it's at 3,500, so 7,000. It goes to 7,000, and he basically, it's essentially a direct attack at that point because he has an alternative dragon with 0 attack in attack mode. Maybe he should have exceeded there with the alternative dragon, but I don't know. I'm not the one making the decisions. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the duel. First time I've had Super Heavy Samurai on this channel, and God, maybe ever. I think I've done Guardians before, but I don't think I've ever done SHS. So if you guys enjoyed the duel, if you're interested in playing the deck, of course it will be in the description below. Another thing that I really like about YGO Pro 2 is there is a button right on the replay section for you to instantly download the deck. Oh my God, Percy, you guys, like, there's some features on YGO Pro you really need to put on Percy, like the fact that you can just go back an action or a turn, the way you can like fan out the graveyard and stuff. Like, there are certain things that they definitely need to take from YGO Pro 2, and since some of the developers actually worked on work on both programs, I think that it's a possibility of it happening. Anyways, if you guys have any awesome duels from YGO Pro 2, please send them to me at well, the email address is in the description of all my videos. And again, I will do an explainer video. Just waiting to talk to one of my buddies on my live stream to make sure I got all the kinks worked out. So it could be as late as Saturday before you guys see that video, but it is coming probably Monday, next Monday at like the latest. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe if you have not already, and turn on those notifications for daily videos. This video has been brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at audible.com/MegaCapitalG. Over 180,000 titles to choose from on your mobile device. I'm listening to the amazing I Can't Make This Up by Kevin Hart. Link in the description.